my favorite things to do during the holiday season is tune into ABC Family because they have the 25 Days of Christmas. And my whole family watches with me. My favorite movie is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey one. Can't wait for that. I like everything, but when they're hanging up the lights in the very beginning, it's weird, I know. But she has this huge machine, it goes, and I've always told my dad that I want one of those. I like the whole roast thing, that's really fun. I love his house. I want to live in it, and I want to go down that little mountain tube thing and come out the trash.
As far as Christmas movies go, I would say my favorite all-time is Miracle on 34th Street, just because I watched that every Christmas since I was a little girl.
One of the movies that stick out in my mind is when I think back to my childhood Christmas years. I remember those claymation movies when they had like Rudolph the Red-Nosed and his clay nose always kept changing, and you're like, it looks different here than it did in the last time. But I totally remember those movies, and yeah, Christmas movies are such a big part of, you know, that holiday because you're with your family, you sit down, whether it's before dinner or after dinner, and you all watch this movie that, you know, brings up so many memories. So they play a huge part in the holidays, and the claymation ones are definitely ones that I remember.
I remember the claymation Christmas specials. I think it was Frosty the Snowman and there was Rudolph. I definitely watched both of them. Yeah, so every time I watch it, it's nostalgic. I remember the big creepy snowman guy. I think he was the, what is it, the Abominable Snowman? I always say that wrong. That guy, he always scared me when I was little. I just remember seeing all these, like, I guess they were old school for my age, and you know, I just, from 10 years old up to 22 now, you know, I've seen them all. It's just a good feeling, and you sort of, just because I have memories of like being with my family and back home in Tennessee and just no cares in the world. But I think my favorite would have to be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's classic, can't go wrong.